Hi everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our player rating show for our match against Southampton. Unfortunately, really disappointing loss for us. 3 defeats in a row now. We really needed to win today. We had that boost going into the game, knowing that Tottenham had lost, but we couldn't take advantage. I can't really say Arteta's tactics were wrong today. It's down to the players and the lack of cutting edge. We did create some chances with a lot of possession, but we just couldn't put the ball in the net. And lack
Yeah,
of strike was really costing us. So I got Ram with me from the Austin Gooners. Let's get into the player ratings, bro.
let's do it.
Yeah, starting with Ramsdale.
Ramsdale, I give him like a 7. He did pretty solid. I mean, he's himself. I mean, he maybe could have made that save, but whatever. I give him a 7. Not nothing. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great either. 7.
Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. For the goal, can't blame him for that.
Yeah,
No chance to save that, and no mistakes. Solid enough in possession. So I'll give him a 7.
yeah.
Then Cedric.
Cedric, I'll give him a 6.5. As I mentioned in the reaction, like I think he's just getting exposed as somebody who's just a very not a terrible player, but also not a great player. I mean, he has his own limitations. He plays his ass off. I'll give him that, but he wasn't. I give him a 6.5. I think his saving grace was. I mean, he was knocking in a lot of crosses, um, but there was just nobody on the other end to receive him. Like so, I mean, he did what was asked to do. I'm sure, but it wasn't anything spectacular. 6.5.
This is the thing. You're crossing the ball in, and the striker up there is Eddie. He's not going to be winning a lot of the balls. It was easy for Southampton.
Yeah.
But defensively, yeah, didn't really do anything wrong. I'll give him a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Ben White.
Ben White, I mean, he was in the mix a lot. I know there was a point in the game where there was a Southampton player in the box with the ball, and like just everybody surrounding him. I'll give him probably the best out of the back four and give him like a 7.5. I mean, he did his thing. I can't remember if the goal was like on him directly, but yeah, I give him a 7.5. Nothing wrong with the way he played. He's always very solid.
Yeah, he was solid enough. Just normally, he's a bit better at getting the ball forward, and
Hmm.
like starting our attacking play. I felt that he could have done a bit more there. So I'll give him a 6.
Okay.
Gabriel.
I'll give him like a 7. Could have played. I mean, I didn't really like. I guess when I watch like when I watch football, and if I don't like see or hear your name as a defender, I guess you're doing a solid job. I mean, he was around the ball every time. I mean, he's sort of the centerpiece of our defending. Our defending. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. Again, I think just across the back, we didn't play terrible defensively. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. He did all right.
Yeah, did have a lot to do.
Yeah, yeah.
We had most of the ball. They had a couple of chances on the break, but we dealt with that. It's just that bad goal we gave away, unfortunately. I'll give him a 6. And
Mhm.
then Tavares back in the team.
Nuno, I was glad to see him back in the team. But with that being said, I don't think he had a great performance. I'm gonna have to give him a 6. I mean, his defending was okay, and he was sort of the defender that pushed up a little bit and tried to get some crosses in or just some link play with Saka and all that. And he did okay. I mean, he missed a couple of good like chances to make a good pass here and there. All that comes down to experience, right? He hasn't been on the field a lot, so he's just I thought it was a good performance given that the past two he was just absolutely terrible. Not two. Crystal Palace was horrible. So I think he bounced back individually. I think it was a good performance for him, but I'm still going to give him a 6 just because I think he was essentially the weakest link in our defense, and yeah, that is what it is.
He was a lot better today.
Yeah,
Didn't have too much to do. Going forwards, he did try and get forwards and support the attacks.
yeah.
Solid enough display from him. So yeah, I'll give him a 6 as well. Then into the midfield, Xhaka.
Xhaka, I'm going to give him just a standard 7. That's where he belongs, and I'm glad he was in there. Um, I he looked solid. I mean, that's where he should be, and hopefully that's where he is for the rest of the season. I give him a 7. I don't think he did any. Again, our entire attacking, didn't really show me anything special. But he was also, the back there to help defend. So I'll give him a 7, maybe 7.1 if I'm being really, getting in the weeds. But I mean, he played. That's what he does, man. He's a solid 7.1 player. Consistent. So that's what he did today.
Yes, as I was saying, we lack the cutting edge. That's not really in his game. So we can't really blame that for him. He was solid enough for what he had to do and didn't make no mistakes. We saw in his interview, he was talking about a whole thing about, he doesn't mean to get these bookings and stuff. He's putting his whole effort into it.
Yeah.
And, we'll talk about that interview more in our next show, but, so no red cards today, so happy with that. And he's in his preferred position, but he did then get moved out in the second half when Arteta made the substitutions to go more attacking. He got moved into the left back, didn't he? And solid enough there too. So I'll give him 7. Lokonga,
I'm gonna give him not quite a 7, 6.5. I feel is a little bit harsh, so I'll go right in the middle, like 6.7, 6.8, like just to be like, again, digging in the weeds. I thought he played solid, right? And he looked a lot more comfortable not being by himself in the midfield. Like, so he had Xhaka right there next to him, and he was doing his thing. But I can't help but just his vision, it needs to get better, because there was more than a handful of times where you're watching and you see Odegaard with his hands up, like, give me the fucking ball, give me the ball. And then Lokonga would see him and get him the ball. And then by that point, it was probably maybe just a tad too late. So he's got to, like, in his position as an attacker kind of midfielder, he's got to attack, He looked a little timid out there, but like I said, almost like in the Tavares sense, like he's had better performances than he has in the past, but it's still not up to snuff. I mean, he's no Thomas. So I'm gonna give him like a 6.8.
Yeah, that was the thing. When you got him and Xhaka both in the centre midfield, neither of them was really in their game to make anything happen attacking wise too much, to find that defense splitting ball. As you said, he could have given the ball a bit quicker to our attacking players. With Partey, he tries to make something happen. Partey is able to take a player on, make a nice turn, open the play up, but that's not really in Lokonga's game yet. Hopefully he can add that to his game. But solid enough for what he's done. I'll give him a 6. The next, Saka.
He's our best player, and I think he did he is just 100% all the time. I don't think he was our best player. I think Odegaard today was again our best player. So I'm gonna give Saka like a 7.2. Like he does what he always does. He's an attacker, and he had a couple of good chances that he should have put away. And I think if he scored the goal and we ended up winning, or at least getting a point, like I would have given him a solid 8, 8.5 even, just because he's where he had to be. It's just he couldn't put it away. So, and again, I think he's our best player of the season so far. So I'll give him like a 7.2. Could have had a better performance though.
Yeah, I've got to disagree with you on this one. Not because he played badly, but I expect more from him. As you said, chance for where their goalkeeper made a really good save. He could have taken that a bit better. If he just, as you said, put it more towards the corner, hit it a little bit harder, it was a really good opportunity for goal. I thought it was in. When he first went to hit it, I thought, yes, we're going to score here. But that was some phenomenal save as well. We got to give it to their goalkeeper. What a save! But yeah, just a bit more from him. Arteta did switch it around, so he started on the left-hand side, and normally he starts on the right-hand side. So he switched him and Martinelli around. Then that wasn't working out, so then he switched them back to their normal positions. Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right. He was trying to make things happen, but like I say, great player. Just expect a little bit more from him. We really needed him today. He was trying, he really was trying, but I'm going to give him a 6. Okay, and then Martinelli?
I think this is one of his worst performances. I mean, not that it was absolutely terrible, but I mean, the one pass that he had to Saka, where Saka should have scored, um, I actually just rewatched it, and the pass was a little bit behind him, so it could have been better. Again, it's I think this is just a result of these guys just pressing, like they're feeling the pressure, and it's showing in their game. I think if he was playing comfortable and relaxed and just free and open, he would have passed the ball ahead of Saka. Saka would have been in a better position to maybe put it on his good foot and knock it in. Instead, it went like behind him, so he had to kick it with his right, and then that's what happened. So I give him like a 6. He just really didn't. Outside of that, he didn't really like show me anything, or yeah, he wasn't the Martinelli we saw against Liverpool, right? He was just getting manhandled, and I mean, he's a kid, man. He's like what, barely 20, 21 probably. So yeah, it's just one of those bad performances. But it's not an indictment on him. Obviously, I like him a lot, but he had a bad game today.
Yeah, for sure. He's one of my favorite players, along with Saka. Great,
Yeah.
great player. He's going to get better and better. Just again, for me, from the standards he set, this season, some of the great performances today, he wasn't on it. And,
Yeah.
normally he would make something happen, create something, shoot a bit more. Didn't see any of that from him really today. So I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah.
Odegaard?
Captain Odegaard got the captain band today. I thought, as I mentioned already, I thought he was the best player out there for us. Just constantly asking for the ball. He was constantly, yeah, like I said, like Lokonga was, I don't know what he was looking at. If he's looking at the ball at his feet or something, but Odegaard's just the one pressing it. Like he's the one playing with a sense of urgency, I think. So I'm gonna have to give him. I can't give him an 8 because I don't think it was like spectacular. Like I think the whole team got dragged down, so it was just a rough performance overall. But he continues to stand out even against Brighton. Like he was looking good out there. So I give him like a 7.8. Like he was good, but yeah, man, it just sucked for all of us. I mean, it was a wasted performance because he was the one that showed some urgency, and you can tell that he wants to win. Like I think he had a shot that he missed that could have gone in, and he just looked like so disappointed. Like he was hands on his knees, just hands in his face. Like yeah, 7.8. I thought he played really well, and future captain. I think looks like.
Yeah, he was definitely calling for the ball a lot. As you said, I've seen him so many times, hands up, saying,
Yeah.
get me the ball. He's
Yeah.
find that space. And, that's the best part of his game, that trying to link up the play between the lines of the midfield and the striker. And he was doing his best. You're only so good at, in terms of like going forward and creating chances, what's around you. So if the movement in front of him is not good enough, it's very hard for him. And the movement from Eddie today wasn't good enough. So, he was finding it difficult. He was trying to make things happen. And yeah, for the effort, and he was looking like the most likely player to get that ball through to create the chance. But as I said, I don't blame him. I blame what was ahead of him and what was around him on the day, that the other players were not up to the level to put on that really good attacking performance. So I'll give him a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and then Eddie.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5, man. I mean, here's was his opportunity to come in and show out for whoever he wants to end up next year, or if he was just hoping to maybe be the guy here, long shot, ending up staying here at Arsenal, or going on to his next stop. I was expecting way more from him. I mean, here's an opportunity to take over the spot maybe for the rest of the season at least, and he was surprised, like hard to even say, but even less influential than what Lacazette did. At least Lacazette is, that guy in the middle, who holds the ball and will set everybody else up, but not even. And Kenny had that one chance in the beginning. I mean, he made the right pass and gave it to Martinelli. But outside of that, I mean, I didn't really even see him. Like same thing with like Gabriel. I didn't see Gabriel a whole lot, but I guess as a defender, at least in my eyes, that was a good thing. But as a striker, if you're not calling your striker his name at all, like what's going on? Like you're literally there to score goals. So it's kind of like how Aubameyang would disappear. at points of the game. I mean, he disappeared. I did not see him do much of anything. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a straight 5. Yeah, just he was out there. He was a body. He got some cardio in, so I think he feels good. He got 90 minutes in.
Really poor, as I was saying when we're talking about Odegaard. We need that movement from the striker. Wasn't there. Didn't really make anything happen. We're expecting him to play a lot better than that, as you said. He's been waiting for this chance. Gets the chance to start. So really poor. I'm going to give him a 4.
All right.
And on to the substitutes. So
Yeah.
Emma Rowe.
Man, I don't know what's up with Emil Smith Rowe, man. I mean, I've been reading about him, and there's talks, not talks, but like he seems to be struggling with his fitness right now. I don't know if it's like the result of like him getting COVID and maybe he's being affected physically with it. He just doesn't look right. I mean, I was excited when he came in because he had that stretch where he was sort of our super sub coming in and scoring goals and just providing some life, like a spark of energy. I didn't really see that today. Can't really see any he played hard, credit to him. So I have to give him like maybe a 6, just a straight 6. Like, I mean, he was out there, working, but I didn't see any like explosiveness. So he wasn't really doing what he was being put on the field to do, which is just like provide a spark. Like, so he tried, didn't work out. So yeah, got to be a little bit harsh on him. But yeah, it shows in the result, right? Like, so even the subs just didn't really, again, I thought it was the right sub. Arteta made the right tactic call by taking out a defender and putting him in. He just didn't come through.
Yeah, you had that chance where great save from their goalkeeper again. Just our luck, the goalkeeper played so well. He kind of scuffed the shot though. Wasn't a clean hit. If he had hit, it was on his weaker foot though. But if he had hit it cleaner, then it would have made it a lot harder for their goalkeeper to save it. So big chance missed, but he was trying hard, trying to make things happen. I'd say give him a 6 for his performance. And then Pepe,
a little bit more disappointed in him. Because I thought he was gonna. Again, I thought it was a smart tactical move to put him in there. Like, I think that's his role on a team, is to be like that utility guy that comes in at the last 10, 15, 20 minutes to just change up the pace and provide a little chaos that hopefully works out in our favor. And didn't really see him do that. So, I don't even really think he had like a serious chance at a goal. So I'm gonna have to just give him like, I mean, I'm not going to say that he was out there and being as useless as someone like Eddie Nketiah was, but I give him like a 5.9, just short of a 6. I'm not going to give him that 6. I mean, he was out there, but why? What would he like? Come on, man. He's probably in another position where he might end up getting sold, right, or end up somewhere else. Like, this is a chance to audition, to show like why you deserve to be on another team. And yeah, he just didn't show anything either.
Yeah,
poor all around.
Yeah, limited opportunities, but want to see him try and make something happen like he did against Wolves.
Yeah,
where he came on and really was working hard, getting the ball, making things happen. I wasn't really there today. Maybe he could be given more time. He only came on with 20 minutes to go. Maybe he could have given a start as well. He has looked better. Like we were talking about that Wolves performance, a few other times when he came off the bench, he was looking good. But yeah, today wasn't one of the better performances from him. I gave him a 5 as well. And to finish with Arteta.
Oh, I get to rate the manager. I might have to give him. I mean, I think he did what I was hoping he would do again, and just put his players in positions that they belong in. And I liked the substitutions. I think even though we had a lot of the ball to begin with, we had the ball even more after the substitution. So it worked. It just didn't come down, like it had to come down to the players, and the players didn't pull through. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give him, surprisingly, in a loss 1-0 where we looked lifeless, I give him an 8, man. Like, I thought he did everything he could as a manager. I put all of this on the players. Yeah, I'll give him an 8 because I thought he just did everything I was hoping he would do. and like, yeah, we looked like how I wanted us to look. The players just didn't perform.
Yeah, tactically, I think he set the team up a lot better than he did against Brighton. We all talked about the mistakes we think he made with putting Xhaka into left back, leaving Lokongo in centre midfield. It really exposed us, but he corrected that. Gave Travis another chance. I think that was the right call as well. So lineup wise, I think with the striker situation, we were saying that we wanted him to drop Lacazette. It turns out that Lacazette had COVID, so wasn't available. So he was forced then to have to drop him and pay Eddie. I mean, what can he do? He gave Eddie the chance. As a manager, there's only so much you can do. You give a player a chance, and if the players are not taking that chance, then what can he do? Maybe he could have looked at put Martinelli as the central striker and started Pepe. As I was saying, I was thinking Pepe should be given a chance more from the start now. Just see how he goes, give him some more time. Because it's not working at the moment, attacking wise. We're struggling to score, and that was a problem. Even when we're on our winning run, we always say, we were looking like games that we should be getting a lot more goals. We weren't getting them, so we're a bit worried about our goal scoring. And I mean, it's really costing us in these last 3 games. We're really struggling to get goals. That's 3 games now where we've only scored just 1 goal, and that's a worry. And put today down to the players. I really, it's inexcusable. 3 poor performances in a row now from the players. It's just don't understand. We're going for top 4. Where's the motivation? Where's the hunger? Where's the passion? I mean, going into that game, they would have seen the Tottenham result.
Yeah, they would have known.
Seen that going and be like, this is a great opportunity for us. Let's start on the front foot. Let's really go at them. I didn't see enough of that today. All right, we had a lot of possession, but it was slow possession. A lot of just passing it around sideways. Not really going for them, just on the front foot, just go for the game. That's down to the players. I think Arteta set them up to do that, especially in the second half when he made all them changes and we got all them attacking players on. Even then, it was just too slow. I was just saying, where was the urgency? We should have had them right ping back, chance after chance. It wasn't like that at all, But he did the couple of chances we had. The goalkeeper made great saves, but we weren't making enough clear-cut chances, and that is a worry. On to Chelsea now. Let's hope the players can turn it around. Gonna have to put in a big performance there to get the 3 points there. Let's see what happens with that one. So yeah, bro, thanks for your time.
See you later this week. Ready to chat.
Bro, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.
Cheers, bro.